rowing club has been around in South Hilton. It was South Hilton Rowing Club originally, and it's been around for I think about 150, 200 years. We've been based in various places along the river, and in the late 80s we had this boathouse. We were moved here by the council, so we've been here since 1987. So how I got involved, I took up rowing at university when I was at Nottingham Trent, and then having lived in Sunderland all my life, then got involved back at the club when I moved back home in my placement year, and then when I moved back full time about 17 years ago now. So the membership for the club is £140 for the year for seniors. That's anyone over the age of 18, and that sort of covers all of the competitive side of things, which I'll come on to a second. It's £110 for the year for juniors, so that's for people who are under 18. We normally draw the line if they're below the age of 12, 13. And again, that covers the likes of the racing side of things similarly. For anybody looking to do some rowing but who has no intention of competing and not necessarily going in the fine boats, but instead just sort of coming down once a week during the day, we have a group of recreational rowers, and for them it's £80 a year. Those amounts can be paid quarterly, all in one lump, basically however people want, if you like. And if you're only around for a quarter of the year for any reason, you only have to pay a quarter. So it's not a case of if you sign up for a whole year and if you don't come down for 3/4 of it, you have to pay the whole amount. It's you pay almost as you go if you want. What that covers is when you join the club, you get the opportunity to train during the summer. It's the opportunity to train in the evenings and during it's normally mornings, but also during the middle of the day at weekends. They're normally organised sessions, but as people get more experienced, there is the option for that to break off into smaller groups, providing the people are experienced enough with the conditions and things like that. And it covers use of the boats, use of the blades, use of all the facilities and everything like that. So if you just wanted to come down and row and train in those groups and you weren't bothered about racing, then there's no further costs apart from those memberships. If you wanted to race, then there are small costs. It's normally around about £5 to £10 to go and race somewhere for the cost of the entry fee, and you also require British Rowing membership, which covers things like insurance, which is around about £55 for the year. There's also racing lycras and things like that, which are extremely fetching items of clothing, but you don't actually have to buy them. You can race in just t-shirt, shorts, leggings, etc. So in terms of coaching and support, when we first put people out onto the water, we don't just throw them out there. Obviously, if they've never ever rowed before, that would be get into a very, very wet and sticky situation. So what we will do is when people first come down to the club, they will be put through coaching on the indoor rowing machines, where it's nice and stable. They'll then be put out into larger boats with experienced club members or coaches in the back, and they'll be given coaching to slowly develop so that they learn how to pick up rowing, sculling, whichever they're doing. And what you will find is that anytime you come down to our sessions, there will be coaches there until you reach a suitable standard, which some people never reach. Some people reach it quite quickly, where they're able to go out alone and we're more comfortable with sort of letting them out of sight of the coaches and things like that. In terms of indoors, again with things like weightlifting, training on the rowing machines, doing the indoor sessions which we do during the winter, again that's all overseen by coaches and the likes, so people are supported all the way through. So following the sessions that we've run with ICOS Sports, we'll be running an offer for anyone who joins and comes through and mentions that they've come through the ICOS community. Will be the price for seniors will be £125, price for juniors will be £110, and the price for the rec rowers will be £70. So just let us know that that's the route that you've come through, and then obviously we'll be able to change the pricing accordingly. So if you are wanting to join and you're looking for any further information, then we have a website, and that's sunderlandrowing.co.uk, and that contains all the information, including contact details about the club, times, days when training takes place, hopefully anything that you need to know.